The destroyers have followed us to the surface.
Yes, they're made of
We
stone
need to
and
retake
fire.
our lands.
shock
The sun on the surface is
Then
too
we'll be
bright.
stuck
A
here.
wall.
Are you
A
going
big
to eat
wall will
that?
keep them out.
What is this?
Typical Asura meeting. You get 3 Asura together, you get 4 opinions.
Everyone, enough! Our immediate threat is the destroyers. I propose that we pool our talents to create a superior weapon.
What do you have in mind, ma'am?
We gather our finest minds. Oola would be the best choice to build a mobile spellworking platform.
I know where Oola is. She's squirreled away in her lab.
We'd also need Gadd. He knows the most about containing mystic energies.
And he'll tell you so, every chance he gets.
And Vec, your work with the gates makes you the one to handle the etheric couplings.
Forget it.
Vec?
If Gadd is involved in this, include me out. I won't work with that old windbag.
Vec, be reasonable.
I am reasonable. Get Rank instead. He's capable and doesn't have any history with Gadd.
As you wish. We're going to need Gadd, but no one knows where he is.
I know where to find him. I know where to find Gadd. I'm a member of the Shining Blade, and we've been working for him.
Uh-oh.
Problem?
Humans working for Gadd? That's a recipe for disaster.
Ha!
When we get there, let me do the talking. Oola is brilliant in her field and pretty thorny.
Worse than Gadd?
Don't get me started. Gadd was once the bane of my existence. He's headstrong, arrogant, and nasty. He makes Oola look like a ray of sunshine, Bookah.
You've used that term before. What does it mean?
Bookah? It's an imaginary monster we use to frighten children. They're big, clumsy creatures with loud, bellowing voices. Not too bright, either.
And humans are like this to you.
Well, if the bellowing fits. Now come on, and remember, when we get to Oola, let me do the talking.
Be my guest.
So you've come crawling back, Blim. Did you bring that flux matrix I need? You aren't Blim. Vec? Is that you?
Greetings, most wise and puissant Oola, mistress of the magical engine.
Butter up the other side and pan-fry me, Vec. What do you want?
I bring word from Council Leader Memp.
That old fossil?
We need your superior skills for a great project to help all the Asura.
Ha! I came down here to get away from all the Asura. Now scram.
We need your help against the destroyers.
Have you been hit on the head? I said no. Now go away.
Well, Vec, I guess you were right. She's not the one you want.
What are you saying?
Vec was telling me that older Asura tend to lose their edge. That your skills may have deteriorated.
What do you mean? There isn't a better Gollum answer than yours, truly.
Probably, but if you're afraid the challenge is too much.
I'm not afraid of any challenge. Let me pack my equipment. I'll show you. Deteriorated. The nerve.
Nice job.
Not bad for a Bookah?
Couldn't have done better myself.
I want this done well, I want this done right, and I want this done fast. I don't want any screw-ups. I don't want any backtalk. I'm looking at you, Vec. You hear me?
Yeah.
Questions? No? Let's go.
He's everything I said and less.
He's not that bad. He's very smart.
And doesn't let a minute go by without reminding you of it.
Gadd is pretty abrasive. How did you end up working for him?
In the wake of the White Mantle, my home, Kryta, is racked by civil war. Factions and sub-factions are destroying our nation. We are seeking new ways, new magics, new allies in order to tip the balance and finally bring peace.
And this cranky old Asura is a potential ally?
Ha! All he cares about is his reputation. Tell me, how many of your people has he injured with his experiments? How many have quit?
A few, but I've learned a great deal about necromancy in the short time I've known him. It's worth dealing with his temper and his demands.
A small sacrifice for a greater good?
We all make sacrifices. I would sacrifice 10 times over if it would protect my people.
I need to extract the essence. Vec, bring me a canopic jar. No, a jar, not a crystal, you idiot.
You should be using an ether crystal. Extracting with a jar is unsafe.
Don't lecture me about safety. You've always been too timid in your research, Vec. You never fail to disappoint me.
I swear if we didn't need him, I would shove him off a bridge.
I heard that. Livia, hold this while I make the extraction. This might hurt a little.
If you're extracting the stone's essence, the energies could kill me.
Then get one of the other humans to do it. Don't bother me with trifles.
Vec's right. You should use an ether crystal. It would be safer.
Ether crystals aren't free. Bookahs willing to take the risk are cheaper.
That's what you think of my people? They have no value to you?
Not my problem. Are you going to help or not?
You've had mishaps before. You rush things and others pay the price. This is wrong. You're wrong. I refuse to be a part of this. I'm sorry.
Fine. Run off and leave me with the dirty work. Everyone wants results, but no one wants to pay the price. So who do I have to kill to get some decent help around here?
Livia, I'm sorry about you and Gadd.
I learned a great deal from him that can help Kryta. Tell me, have you ever heard of the Scepter of Ore?
Just stop yelling and look at my calculations.
I don't need to look at your calculations. I know it will work.
Well, the rest of us don't share your confidence.
What's the problem now?
This hack is telling me I don't know how to format a crystal array.
I'm trying to say that you run a greater risk putting the crystals in a serial pattern than in parallel.
You'll get twice the power this way.
It's too much power too fast. You'd flood the enchantment buffers.
Don't lecture me. I was formatting crystals before you were born.
Both of you, quiet! If you want to achieve anything, you have to stop squabbling.
Vec, Gadd, the destroyers!
Now what?
The destroyers! They're coming up from below, hordes of them!
We're almost done with the golems, but we're not ready yet.
We can go hold them off.
Should I come with you?
Go. You're just underfoot here.
Remember, parallel, not serial.
Yes, so noted. How do they expect me to get any work done with all these interruptions?
That's a good day's fight.
It would have been harder without the golems.
Gadd and Oola got everything working just in the nick of time. Oola, I was just telling Vec about your golems.
Vec, I have bad news. It's Gadd.
What's he upset about now?
He was trying to boost the power of the last golem.
What are you saying?
There was an explosion. He didn't make it. I'm sorry.
I don't understand. They hated each other. They argued all the time.
Fathers and sons argue sometimes. That doesn't mean they don't care.
My father believed in the eternal alchemy. We are all part of a larger equation. And so, we commend Gadd's remains to that greater equation. His ashes return to the universe, but his knowledge remains with us.
Vec, we are all sorry.
He died the way he lived, focused on his goal and consequences be damned. I tried to warn him.
I know. I understand the need to protect the ones you love. Always remember, he gave us a great victory.
I don't know how many such victories I can stand.